Ba, 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 ba. Hello? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Trading for All Audiences. Top of the morning, top of the late middle of the morning to y'all. Excuse any sounds from the microphone there. Oh, it's Tuesday. There's no music playing. Stand by. Lo-fi beats. Here we go. All right. We got the big complex up. I have this as Rocket Scooter. I'm going to show you what I'm working on over here. I'm working on my funded seat. First ever funded seat. Oh, I just got stopped out of a long unfunded seat. Good times. All right. We got music going or what here? All right. I'm watching ES confirming over the prior day high. Currently, we are $124 away from passing this eval on the funded seat. All right, I'm seeing a VIX rejection. Like that. Let's bring you guys up to speed a little bit. All-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. NVIDIA not participating. We just confirmed over the prior day high, but we're hitting resistance on the ES 7286 range. Let's switch to the Daddy Mac. That'll help the computer run a little better. I'm noticing this top wick over here. This is my funded seat. Trading on Trade C, working on my nomenclature. All right. Now, UVXY, importantly, over pivot here. Monitor that's not cooperating. All right, here's the market over 28,000, all-time highs, all-time highs. Who would short all-time highs? I did a few times. You can see my trade executions on the screen. Some longs, some shorts, a little of this, little of that. Playing the market, playing the range. We're just riding this 5-minute EMA situation all the way up all day. However, this is where my concern is. UVXY is pushing up while the market is pushing up. We're heading towards this weekly open, but this is the number we gotta watch. 36, 39. That's exactly the pivot of the day provided to us by Rocket Scooter. Oh, excuse me, 3678. Wow, bad idea. 3678 half gap, 3865 MHP, 65 MHP. I think this one not dotted. So we are experiencing in this exact moment an MHP break on the UVXY. Caution, highly caution. High caution. This should be putting in a pretty good dip in the market. Now, who would short all-time highs? I don't know. Maybe this guy. Oil did a thing this morning. This would also be a pretty good place for this rejection to push the market up to the next leg up. So I'm not opposed to longs here either. Okay. This is oil on the 5-minute chart. We're rejecting the prior day open. That's good for the market, but we did have a pretty big bounce here off this 101 level. I'm going to go ahead and just move this line up because that clearly was on the prior day low, 101.50. You know, just make it 101.50 because you know I love the 50 rule on oil. All right, trading the NQs. Looking for a long. I only want one MNQ. I'm just trying to make 100 and... Oh, we got 8. We got Europe closing. Euro closed 11:30 a.m. Remember, we are above MHP on UVXY, so I'm being cautious. Hard to chase up here, but I will. Only need $124. Ask this mofo. Funded seat, first try. I also blew my alpha funded yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that. You guys missed that probably because I blew my TopStep funded off stream. By the way, I passed another one there. So that's a 24-hour turnaround from blowing a funded back to funded. Didn't buy a back to funded, just bought a 50K eval. Took 2 days to pass. I'm going to go and just check on my... Let's just see if it's updated in my dashboard. All right. The 150. Oh, yeah, it updated. All right. So I could activate that funded account today if I really wanted to, but I really don't. But that was fun passing that this morning, and perhaps passing a funded seat this morning. That could all be fun. I'm watching oil here on the back on the lows at 101.70. I'm looking along on the market because again, this 36.78 will provide resistance on the UVXY, which might cap the volatility right here, meaning we can get another leg up on the market. Watching oil putting in a little bit of a bounce now. So far we've got green on the VIX 2-minute, red on the oil 5-minute. Let's flip that to the 2 so we can watch apples to apples there. Yep, that is why we're not jumping in the long. 2-minute reveals all. We gotta lose that level. We gotta lose that line on oil before I'm getting frisky at all for a long. Anyways, nice to see y'all. Thanks for joining me on Trading for All Audiences, where we trade the NQ. We trade prop firms. Currently funded seat, a new kid on the block. I'm excited to try them out. Maybe get funded today. The cool thing that I've heard about funded seat is that when you pass, you get insta-funded. You get straight up. They just take care of it. No activation fee, no activation process. Technically, I started this yesterday, but pretty proud of how I've been trading it so far. So the UVXY isn't doing anything, but I'm just going to show you all here's the VIX. The VIX Prime, 1755, looking poppy. So we're going to take it easy. There's the oil bounce off the level on the 2-minute. I told y'all, we got to watch for this rejection to sort of reveal itself before we can really get a good long in here. Now, I do like that EMA rejection over here. Got a little bit of a trend line test. Still looking to go long. Got to see some red on the VIX though. 1754 on the VIX Prime, maybe giving us a little 53, giving us a hint of a rejection to come. Okay, UVXY pushing through half gap. Through half gap. Is that the right? Am I using the right? Yes, through the half gap. We're already through the MHP, but now we're through the half gap. High alert on the market. Now, all that being said, we start to see a wick form and we get down into the 28,100s. I will be interested as a buyer. Let's get a rejection there on the VIX. Okay, I got it. No, the VIX didn't reject, but oil did. I'm long one from 116-ish. I will add more as soon as the VIX starts to do something that I want to see. Not trying to be a hero on this trade, not taking minis just yet. I got to see the VIX get back under that 36.78, whatever that was, 36. It's covered up by my chart. 36.78. There's the top wick I wanted to see. That's exactly what I was looking for. I need to see that push down, but here's the thing, we got mega support coming down here. That's going to be quite a task. It would take pretty much some news, maybe a stock really pushing here. 1757 now on VIX Prime. Looks like this little bounce is going to get stuffed. But again, I'm a buyer all the way down to 28,100. There's a push. I like the look of that. Now here's what's cool about funded seat. I get to move my stop, and look at that. We're already in the green. It's kind of, they do this cool little highlighty thing when you roll over it. Nice push. Nice push. Nice entry. Nice push. Look at the rejection on the VIX. Look at the rejection on the oil. Now, we have a choice here. Should we go ahead and take profit I like the oil rejection off the EMAs. Let's see if it gets continuation under that little pivot. I love the VIX rejection, oil rejection combo play. I'll take the combo. Here, close to the lunch hour. I'll have a combo. One combo, please. Okay, I'm watching oil on the pivot here. It is holding the pivot. I'm taking my profit right there. Oh, I love how you can see the trade executions here on Trade C. My reasoning for taking profit are UVXY. While under the key level, it does have big support right below where I could bounce it back above any time. I see oil trying to hold this pivot, so I just went ahead and took my profit up there. We are now exactly $98.66 away from passing this funded seat. Should I just jump into a mini? This is where we get in trouble. I'm like, let's just take a mini. We'll just get it in like 3 points. No. Yeah, see, there's the oil holding. This is all-time highs here, guys. We're all-time high trading. You gotta be what does he say? You can't be no geek off the street. You gotta earn your keep, if you know what I mean. Gotta be quick. Okay, pushing up, more highs and rejection. That's why I'm watching out from the VIX and the oil. Expect oil to get a green bar there. VIX Prime got a bit of a bounce there. Watch out for the UVXY to retest the 3678 stack. If it breaks above again, I'm no longer interested long. I'm not trying to short all-time highs. I mean, I've done it. I've done it before. Don't tempt me. Don't dare me to short the all-time high. Oil holding the pivot. See, I stand by my exit on that long. Taking a little pause, taking a little breather here. We're gonna get this thing passed today, y'all. There's that VIX bounce. VIX bounce, oil bounce, market bounce. Somebody is gonna lie. Somebody's lying. Okay, there's the UVXY rejecting off 3676. We see more red on the oil. That's the long entry. Oil's got to lose the pivot. All right, I'm chasing it with 2. Gonna be quick, taking quick profit. Oil losing the pivot's gonna be big. We might go and test the low of the day, that 101.50 area. There we go. Whoa, big wick up there. I'm just gonna go take one off because that could be a short coming in. Big wick up there. See if we fill that wick up. Okay, oil's trying to lose pivot. I can move my stop loss up just a little bit. Oh, stopped out. That's a $2 loss. We're now. That's all right. That's all right. VIX is doing the thing that I expected it to. Just retesting that level. Let's see what happens if it breaks above. Okay, it didn't break above. Now I'm long again. Off the retest rejection. Pop, 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 pop. Let's do this. Pop me up. Fill that wick up. VIX is heading down. We're going up. There goes the VIX. Told you somebody was lying. Let's fill this wick. Let's fill this wick. I feel that this music lacks the urgency that I require for this mission, which is playing at all-time highs. Stupid VIX, don't bounce. 3 micros here at the tippity top. Long and into that big scary candle. Fill that wick, baby. Oil held the pivot. Boo. Front running oil losing a pivot is a fool's errand. That's why I'm doing it with micros. There's oil. Give me that red candle on oil. No! Turn green. Okay, VIX, testing the pivot again. That's my long entry. Want to see it reject. Confirming above would be a bad look. I added one more micro here. We don't want to see the VIX confirm above 3678. We want to see it reject a mundo. The oil reject its EMA also. There we go. Okay, there's the VIX move I wanted. There's the oil move I wanted. Let's get under that pivot now. Give me the pivot. Damn. We are approaching lunch hour where things get slow and sleepy. I don't know about you, but I get sleepy after lunch. Oh, the long idea is falling apart. VIX over pivot. VIX over pivot. Oh, it rejected. It pushed over briefly and rejected. We're going to watch it really closely. 3678 is the level on the UVXY. Oil trying to get under its pivot. There's the pump. There's the pump. That's what I've been waiting for. Let's go. Pop it up. Fill that wick up. Pop it up. Wow, no continuation. That's not great as oil breaks down. Come on now. Come on now. VIX is not helping. Oil is breaking down. Waiting for VIX to do the same. Uh-oh, oil's bouncing now. Caution. Yeah, this long might be falling apart, y'all. This might be a little bit of a bull trap up here. VIX over pivot, oil bounced. No longer a trade I have a lot of faith in. Gonna put in a stop loss down here. It's not far, it's 300 bucks. Not bad. Okay, almost green on the trade. The entry. Nope. That top wick is ominous. Ominous top wick. 3680 on the VIX. We got to get it to do its thing. Get back under. Get back under that pivot. It's not doing it. It's pushing up. Oil is putting in a little bit more of a bottom there. I don't like this trade anymore. Okay. Still see VIX with top wickage. That's VIX prime. All my Now we got 2 wicks to fill. Let's get this. Get this bounce. Okay, we're green on the trade. I'm out of 3, I'm out of 4, I'm out of 5. Stop loss is now in profit. Yeah, I like what I see from the VIX. Yes, now it's got to get below the pivot. Give us a little bit of legs on this runner. If it bounces off the pivot, it's going to stop us out. Bounced off the pivot and stopped us out as advertised. Okay, I'm no longer interested in a long. Oh, except until we get below the pivot. Come on, VIX. Come on, VIX. I believe in you. Okay, VIX did the thing. Still doing the thing. All right, I'm long 2 more micros up here at the top, chasing the tops here. When chasing butterflies, one must be whoosh, quick on the net. UVXY better not bounce off that 3668 level. That would be very sad for the long. Chasing butterflies up here at all-time highs. I gotta write some AI music about this stuff, guys. This is classic. Okay, see a little bit of a bottom wick on the UVXY. Took off one, $5 in profit. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of the trade. It's a green trade, but this bounce, this is the bounce I didn't want to see. Didn't want to see this. Might totally interrupt this long idea. Ready to get long again, though. I'm ready to get hurt again. Okay. Getting a little bit of continuation downside on the UVXY. Oh, seeing the breakout. Sorry, I was texting my girlfriend. There's the breakout coming. I chased it. I'm chasing it some more. I got 5 micros on. Oh, it was not a good chase, though. There's sellers lurking. There's sellers lurking up there. Oil did a thing, but then it bounced. That was all oil-based. That's all oil-based. Keep your eyes on oil. Keep your eyes peeled on the oil. Should have stayed in the long. Damn it, now I'm chasing. A little bit more push on the market. No, oil bounced. I chased butterflies and I caught a wasp instead. Added. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get that push now to the top. Push to the top. The market cooperates when I sing to it, you know. Man, we're back over the pivot on the VIX and the oil bounced. Come on, more red on the oil, please. You ever get a text from your girlfriend and you realize that it's a trap? They're just trying to distract you from something really good that's happening. UVXY is doing the thing. UVXY is doing the thing. We're good. We're good in this trade. I'm not afraid of that top wick. Oil, put in the bounce. Okay, I'm now long 8 here from the tippity tip of the top. Oil's pushing. Damn. Oil did not do the thing. Wanted it to break all the way down. Okay, turn that candle green is a good sign. I like that. I like that. Oh, almost green on the trade. Okay, VIX so far cooperating. Oil rejected an EMA, which is cool. I like the top wick from oil. This could push us to the high. Kind of rejected off of our entry, which is not a great sign on that hanging man candle we're about to put in. 11 seconds left on this candle. Oh boy, it's getting exciting. There goes the oil. Look at those 2 candles side by side. Total indecision. There goes the VIX. Now we can push. Let's push to the highs. Let's do it. Push me to the highs. Don't reject my entry. All right, I'm gonna get out of most of them here. Stop loss in profit. You gotta be quick when you're chasing butterflies from the top. You gotta snatch them. Don't actually snatch butterflies. Butterflies are amazing and magical. You gotta be kind to butterflies. But we do with a net. It's with a net. You gotta get your net. Man, tough times for the long. UVXY can't make up its mind under here, under the pivot. Oil wants to give up this pivot, but it's not. This is why we play with micros. Noticing the volume on the UVXY. Can you guys see this bar right here? Holy shlamoli, what is that about? It's a little intimidating. Oil not giving it up. Stopped out. $64.92 to go. $62.94 to go. Market feels a little heavy up here, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm wondering if maybe, I'm curious if perhaps, maybe a little bit of a tempo change to this here. Samurai hip hop. Dark synth cyberpunk? Will this help us pass? Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's pass this fucking eval. We got this. We're watching the UVXY as it interacts with the pre-market high. It does have an EMA there that it could reject from, giving us a little bit of more propulsion to the north side. Watching oil against 101.77. We got to stay below there. Seeing a pop on the market. VIX getting the pop too. Who's lying? I approve of this soundtrack. Oh man, this is a tough long. UVXY at pre-market high. VIX has gotten a bunch of 5 minute on the 5 has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green 5-minute candles, but still range bound. And there's a red candle on the VIX. Finally, I'm long. Let's get this. Now, oil's gonna be the tricky one here. Remember, 101.77 is the level there. Long in the top, chasing the breakout. Let's get it. 101.76 oil. A break above would be bad for our cause. I like the rejection that I'm seeing so far. 1750 now on the VIX. UVXY rejected from its pre-market high. We're going to be patient here. We're going to let this trade work out. We're going to push up. We're going to at least take some profit out when we get up into like the 40s. We're long from 140. Well, that's not helping. We're gonna take profit in the upper 40s on our 3 micros up here from the tippity top. Oil 101.79. We're watching that really close. I added 1 in case we get that rejection. Oil seems to be pushing above its EMA. That's tough times for us. This is now looking like a true gravestone doji that we longed into. It's tricky. It's tough times for longs. There we go. That's that red candle on the VIX. Red candle on the oil. Let's get it going here. Oh no. Red candle on the market. We got to get the VIX down a little bit further. Long idea does not seem like it's working out. Oil is getting the rejection off the 77 level. Nope. Back to 79. I really don't want to see it above 102. That would be my total risk off number. UVXY staying below pivot, oil pushing above its pivot. Market could diggity dump here, so let's be extra cautious here. We're not going to hold this trade longer than we have to. 101.88 on the oil. A little bit of a 102 rejection so far. That's what I want to continue with. VIX got another green candle on the 5-minute. All of our indicators are kind of pointing against, but we are still holding the EMA over there on the 5-minute. 113 would be the next level down where we really want to attack it. Oil 102. Let's get a rejection there, please. I added a bunch more. Okay, long 10 micros now. Oil did not reject off 102. UVXY is now pushing against its pre-market high. Prepared to pull the plug on this whole thing if it starts to go against me. We don't want that candle to turn red. I see the rejection on oil. I like it. See it, and I like it. Let's get this green. Come on now. Music's making me a little aggressive, but it's okay. I'm feeling good about this trade. Let's get the push now. Let's get the push now. Still along 10 micros. 102 rejection on oil. That's all I need to see. There we go. Pushing up. Pushing up. Come on. Come on now. Do it for real. Do it for real. Don't give me the top wick. I don't want that top wick. Whoa, no. Really don't want that top wick off our entry. Oil confirming over 102. Caution. Caution. Caution on this trade. I like the push. We just got no follow through. $102.13 oil. Damn. I added 4 more. Still think the VIX stays under the pivot. Long 20 now. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Now I'm long 27. Now I'm long 32. Okay. Gotta get a bounce or this is all gonna be for nothing. Come on now. Long 40. I think that's all in on this. Come on now. Don't let oil do us like that. Don't let oil do us like that. VIX above pivot. Caution. Okay, starting to see some bounce come in. Except it's on oil. No! It's on oil. Oil bounced too. Falling hard here. Do I get any more contracts? I do not. Prepared to scale out with some of this size. It's a big old bag. VIX over pivot. Let's get it back under. There we go. Here we go. That's what I like to see from the VIX. And we gotta get oil to reject too. Okay, turn that candle green. Let's get it. I like it. Green on the trade. Okay, sort of green on the trade. I got out of most of them. Stop loss is going to be at break even. Get out of most of them up there. That was nice exits. Good exits. We're long 3 from a solid bounce spot. If we get stopped out, it's basically break even on the trade. Well managed. Well managed trade there. We seem to be like chop mode anyway. Okay, there's the red I wanted to see on oil. VIX over that pivot though is risk off for me. Stopped out. Oh man. And now it's gonna go. Long 10 again. Getting out, getting out, getting out of some, getting out of some. Long 1 here. Top wick is not helping. I still want to see VIX and oil do its thing. It's definitely sellers up here with all these top wicks. But 114 is really where I'd love to get long from. We're long from 128 currently. I'll let that go down to 114, and now I will hit it hard. Because that's the 20 EMA tap on the 5. Yeah, let's get this. Trading with 4 all audiences, taking a little bit of risk here in lunchtime. High noon, new hourly candle. Let's see which direction it wants to go. We're already long 2 micros from the 126 level. Whoa, VIX explosion. High caution here. VIX explosion, oil explosion. Market is not really listening. Interesting. Yeah, I added 2 on the dip. Oil, VIX, both flying. Market pushing upward. I'm going to just get out of this trade until we see what's going on in the world. Okay. Oil rejection. Okay, got out of 3 out of 4 in profit. Stop losses in profit. Tricky times up here at all-time highs. Tricky times at all-time highs. I like the top wick on the VIX, but holy crap, that was a scary little sequence there. What was that push on the UVXY, y'all? That was almost that 37 test. What's at 37? Oh, it's at 38. 37 is sort of like this interaction of the tops of the boxes. 37.30 is really good top there. Don't love this long anymore, y'all, until that VIX turns around. Will we pass? You shall pass your eval. Okay, turn that candle green. Thank you. Thank you very much. I like that. I like this rejection off of what is a prior day high, I'm guessing. Weekly open. That's yesterday's open. Okay. Okay, UVXY getting a nice reject-y. Same with the oil. That's what we wanted to see earlier when we were super long. Bit of a hanging man on the UVXY. Off of that yesterday open. Be a great place to reject from. And my neck hurts. It's hard to dance when your neck hurts, especially when you're terrible at dancing and terrible at necks. You're terrible at all those things. Let's just take a minute and appreciate the design of this TradeC platform. I fucking love this. Love seeing the executions, but not overlapping all my shit. Oh, you guys can't even see my P&L, can you? Is that? Sorry about that, y'all. I want to give you guys as much real estate on the chart as possible. Okay, good. You got my P&L. Check out my P&L. All right, VIX is about to make up its mind. We want to see more rejection, and I am tempted to add here if we see good rejections on VIX and oil. Yeah, I really like what I see from the VIX and from oil. Now, can we get a push back up to the high? I guess a push up to the high would kind of that would clear this account. Let's do it. I can go with 1 contract, 1 micro. Let's pass this thing on 1 micro. Not like the 40 micros I was just long a few seconds ago. No, think about those. This is the 1 micro. The 1 micro long to pass. I don't want to take on too much risk right now. The market's actually going my way. Why would I want to take on risk? See? That's what you're thinking. Okay, that's the push. Here's our push. Could have just stayed long in the 40, but this is actually where we exited all those 40, so that was a good trade there too. Okay, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? 102 test for the oil. The loss of 102 would be terrific for us. I took my profit. I'm all out. I'm all out. $34 to go. I didn't like the look of it. I didn't like it. Pretty good exit though. What do you say? Look at that execution. Look at that exit. It shows it on the bar. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. We are $34 away from passing an eval on funded seat. 102 test on the oil produced a little bit of a bounce. What is that? What is that gap right there? That's weird. Do I chase it or do I short it? Green on the UVXY. 102 oil. Alright, I'm chasing it with 3 micros based on the 102 failure on oil. Let's push. Let's push. There we go. Alright, here we go. I'm out of most. Glad I exited when I did. Got back in for the couple more, long 3 micros up here. I want to see UVXY really put in some more red, and I want to see oil lose 102. If those things do not happen, then the trade will be bunk. There it is, not happening. Trade is green. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I like it, I like it. Not much follow through though. Out of 1. Out of 2. $102 evens on oil getting a bounce. Boo. Okay, there's VIX under pivot. Stop losses at break even. VIX testing pivot. Want to see more red on the UVXY over there. Yeah, getting angry over here in the techno. Like that push, I like that push. I see VIX prime bouncing, so I'm taking my profit right there. Took my profit. Oil is under 102, but it's risky to stay long up here. Okay. Yes. $22.62 away. $22. There's oil getting the 102 bounce. I am gonna jump back in the long if I see good action, but I'm not seeing good action. Okay, VIX doing a good thing. Oil 101.93. Watch the bottom wick on oil, 101.91. That was the 102 break that we were waiting for. Now we can head to the high. High. Green on the trade. Definitely resisty here. Okay, I'm seeing a little tail wick on the oil, so I took one off. Oil got a bounce. Ooh. Nice push. All right, I'm out on the top wick there. I'm all out. Man, that's a break-even trade? Fuck off. Come on, all right. Do this for real this time. There's oil continuation. Look at that green in oil. I am short. I am short. Short 6 from the top. Who would short all-time highs? Oh no. There we go. There we go. Short 6 micros from the top. From the tippity tip top of the high. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh wow. Pushing higher. Interesting. Interesting. I'm seeing the VIX bounce and I'm seeing oil bounce, but the market continues to push. Watching really closely here. We could get a huge squeeze, so let's not stay short too long. Look at this, speeding up. Market is speeding up. 101.95 on oil. This could be the big indicator. When oil starts to dump, the market's gonna fly. Short and all-time highs. All right, there's my full position on the short. Green. Oh, come on. Come on, I love the top wick. I love the top wick. Oil and VIX are now doing the direction that I wanted them to go earlier. I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get out of this. 190 on oil, 89, damn. It's green for a second. I should have gotten out there when it was green. Okay, here we go. Heading down, heading down. This is good shortened music. It's good shortened all-time high music. Okay, VIX now heading downward. Watching that really closely. We're green on the trade. Still more green. $13. Pushing it. It's pushing it. It's really trying to sell here. There's oil with a bounce. Oil, but the VIX heading downward. Oil 102 test. Oh man. Oh man. We're about to get squeezed. About to get squeezed. $101.99 oil. Oil bounced, but it didn't hold the 102. The market likes that. 101.97 oil. Love to get out of this short and some profit, not at a loss. 101.97 oil. Don't want to get overly squeezed on these 10 micros. Nice, the red. I like the red. Dang, look at that bounce though. Bouncing off our entry. Very strong up here, guys. Very strong, y'all. Very strong on this. This is tough to be short from the all-time high. Oh, look at that top wick. Look at that top wick. What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, now I'm long a whole bunch of micros from up there. I don't know what that top wick means. Hope we don't fill it. Hope we don't fill it. Turn it red. Turn it red. Turn it red. VIX is trying to bounce. Here we go. We're red. We're green on the trade. Green on the trade. I'm gonna start taking them off. I'm 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 taking them off. All right. Still in 2. Still in profit. Stop loss. Set to break even. Watching out for that top wick to get filled. Look at that. Look at that. All right, I'm out of one more. In profit, 970 now. Come on. A dump would be interesting up here from all-time high. Short and all-time high. VIX is kind of dumping though too. Look at that green, it's so strong. Nice, I like seeing that red candle. Okay, there's oil at 101.98, testing the 102 again. VIX bounce. That's what I was seeing. What I was seeing, y'all. We're under the pivot, but the VIX wants to test it again. 102 oil, 102.01 oil, 102.03 oil. Push down. I like that push down. Like that push down. I'm gonna go ahead and take my profit there on that surge down. Yes. Yes. It was a short from the top. From the top rope, from the all-time high. We see I still have so much support underneath here. The market is so freaking strong. Look at that exit. Green coming in. This is where I longed from before, guys. Woo. Okay. We are $13.18. 13.18 from passing this motherfucker. Let's pass this motherfucker. Now, we got to get a really good trade to get these $13, you guys. We're not going to fuck about. 28.121 for a potential long. As we maybe get this rejection on the VIX and a rejection on oil, I'm looking for a long. 121.40 would be a great spot to long from. He's running ads behind me here. Shut up. Shut up. 102.05. $36.73 on the UVXY. Okay, there's the oil breaking down. Okay, I'm long. I'm long 6. I just kind of smooshed it. Smashed it all to hell. Not a lot of follow through from my panic ads. All right, I'm all out there. Oh no, I flattened. I meant to flatten. Ha! I hit the reverse button and I got the last $2. Ha! Whoops. Watch out for that on Trade C. Funded C. Lovely to meet you. Passed your eval on the first try. You're welcome. I look forward to working with you in a more funded capacity. That's my winning. Snap, snap. Look at the exit. Look at the exit. And the short. Look at the short. Look at the accidental short. They got us the last $3 that we needed. You'll see. We can rewind that on the stream. That was quite a moment. Quite a moment. That's an MHP break to the downside on the VIX. That's why I jumped in along. That big red bar, it just tickled my fancy. Now, I think we're going to all-time highs. Bold claim. We're 3 points away from all-time highs. I think we go higher. Do I know? I'm gonna take a break, y'all. I'll be back. Gonna get some more agua. Enjoy the tunes. Let's get see, I passed my. Oh, we still gotta trade my TPT. TPT. Okay, Tradesy, we are all done with you. Sadly, I enjoy your experience. Enjoy the trading experience. Oh, look at this. Look at that gray boy right there. That is your high of the day. 150. Yeah. 153, 152.75. That might be our high. We've double topped here. Put a line in. It's gonna be tricky. Truce. So this is an MHP test on the UVXY. We did great on this account yesterday. Crushed it. 1500 on day one. This is day two TPT. Not trying to get fancy here. Might just try and organize kind of a flip day. Watching the 124 level for a potential long. But again, 150 being a pretty hard cap. I'm gonna do a little bit of a trading view shift. We're going from the Daddy Mac to the Mac Daddy. Mac Daddy charts. SPY's in a squeeze ever since we bounced off this half gap. This is not your traditional half gap. This is the middle of the daily range. Around the all-time high. Prepared to go long if I see Nvidia really confirm above its pre-market low. Got lots of good support here on the 5 minute on the QQQ chart. Okay. Wow, there's a dump, big dump, looking to get long at 681 on Qs. Oh, oof. Okay. Wow, wow. Oil 102 again. Not long. I'm glad I'm not long. What is happening? This has got to be news. We just dropped 50 points in 1 minute. All right, I grabbed one at 102. Look, we're near the pivot. That's where I wanted to get long from on SPY. I just talked about that. Yep, yep. Yep, look at that. Look at that bottom wick. Excellent. Caught the knife. 36.72 on the UVXY. It was a test of the levels. It did technically re-break MHP to the upside. Stop is at break even. Pretty good entry. It's patient. NVIDIA is not getting the message though. Look at that rejection on NVIDIA. SMH is at support, double EMA support. Like that for the long side. Okay, UVXY 36.66. Nice red candle there on the 2 minute. Okay, I see resistance on the SPY. Let's see if we can get that CBC to flip. No, resistance off of 56. If that candle goes green and gets over 56, that will be a morning star reversal on the 1 minute for whatever that's worth. I don't know if that counts or not. Holding on to the long here. 36.65 on the UVXY with a lot of EMAs below. Watch out on the VIX. 17.44 on VIX Prime. Look, SPY did put in the CBC flip on the 1 minute. Can it follow through? Can it follow through? It doesn't look like it. Either way, the trade is green. VIX is getting a bounce. Yikes. Cheers. on these charts, I'm watching this SMH 5-minute off double EMA support. I'm watching NVIDIA trying to get above its pre-market low. There we go. There we go. I would love to see... Whoops, my bad. My bad, guys! User error. I would love to see a CBC flip on the 5-minute on Qs towards the long side. If that were to happen, I would probably sit in this long for the rest of the day. We did reclaim 681. That's where I did want to get long from. But now we're rejecting this EMA cluster above on the 5-minute. We definitely need to confirm over 681 and hold it for like the rest of this candle. If we start filling up that wick to the downside, I don't like it one bit. Okay, NVIDIA must hold here. Must hold on NVIDIA. Must hold. Did not hold, but it did stop us out, only to bounce again? Oh, I think not. I think not. Still like the 100 level here. UVXY is to the downside. Oil got the rejection off 102-ish. Yep, good. Good. We're good. There we go. There's the bounce we were... Oh, extinguished. Rejection on the bounce that we were looking for. Fuck you then, bud. Fuck you. I'm going to take some profit on this one, okay? All right, I'm watching that EMA that we rejected from before. Took another profit. Now stop is at break even. Come at me. Come at me, market. Stops in. Wow, listen. Fuck me. UVXY is doing the thing, though. SMH not holding its EMA support. It might have 3 EMAs there. Stopped out. Stopped out. Up 150 on the day. 160, excuse me. I'm going to go long again, you guys. Especially when I see NVIDIA stop fucking around like that, like that. Out of 1. Out of 2 in profit. We are at that pesky EMA that we keep rejecting from. Some algo has got it fucking made for that. Got a hard on for this EMA. Sell it, sell it, sell it. Oh no, oh no, stop selling, stop selling, stop selling. And then we go up. That 5-minute chart is juicy, y'all. Let's get this candle green and get over 681. Didn't happen. Rejected the EMA so far in the 2-minute. Watching SPY. SPY's got to get back to its CBC flip mode. Still in 2 minis. TPT day 2. UVXY 3652. Oil 102.20. Volatility rotated into oil. Watch out for an oil rejection and then a VIX spike. He's trying. He's trying. Get that CBC, baby. Flip it. Shout out Maple Stacks for the CBC indicator. Great for when you're just looking out of the corner of your eye and you want to see those flips happen. Don't reject off the pivot, please. Yeah. Oh, rejected from the EMA. NVIDIA's trying to do the thing, though. UVXY bounce, oiled 102.23. It is a bummer. 198 even on NVIDIA. Can it hold? Can it hold? I like what I see from SMH. Pretty much the mirror of the QQQ chart. More EMA support, though. That's what's key here. Yeah. UVXY is trying to dump. VIX just gapped down. Oh, this is like an 80s song set to techno. I don't like what I see from NVIDIA there. That sucks. SMH, good. I'm going to take my profit quickly because NVIDIA is not participating in the SMH bounce. Green on the trade. The CBC flipped on SPY. See how I'm watching out of the corner of my eye? Oh, then it went off. I didn't take my profit quickly. I didn't do the thing I said I was going to do. I got greedy. Come on, NVIDIA. Come on, NVIDIA. All right, now I took profit there. One runner. Stop at break even. Yeah, this is like Trent Reznor's shit. I'm here for this. Yes, come on, NVIDIA. Now it's your turn. Look at that QQQ flip on the CBC. There we go. Now NVIDIA starts to participate. Yes, yes, yes. More. More. Yes, more. Okay, taking my profit off that stupid NVIDIA rejection off 198. Good. The worst. We're up 475 on the day ish. 480 on the day. Heyo. SMH trying to get above its own 90 MA. Having trouble. As NVIDIA also hits its resistance. I'm prepared to go long again if I see NVIDIA get above 198 with a little bit of guts. Bye. Still long. Come on, NVIDIA. 198. This is your chance. This is your chance. 98.02. Oil is at 102.09. SMH pushing. Along two more on the EMA backtest. Come on, NVIDIA. Just making me look bad. There's that SMH CBC. Hold it. Gotta get above 55. It is not playing along. Gotta get going at some point, right? Right? No follow through. SMH struggling to hold its CBC. NVIDIA's at resistance. It could just dump it at any time. A little pop up, and I'm going to take a little bit of profit here. Not popping. Not popping. Not popping. Not popping. We're about to lose CBC on the Q's 5 minute. All right, that's enough of a pop. I took off one there, even on a red candle. NVIDIA's trying, failing. I grabbed one more on the EMA tap. All right, I grabbed two more on the EMA tap. Come on, NVIDIA, this is your time, baby. I'm long 4 minis. Let's get this done. Let's get this big move. Big move. Let's get it. No, it's not happening. Damn. Breaking down. NVIDIA did not get the move. All right, added one more down there at the bottom of the range. Added one more. This is where the bounce must happen, or I'm going to scale out. TPT day 2. Let's go get some. Not that way. NVIDIA must bounce off of its VWAP test here. Not getting it. Fix put in a bottom there. Damn. Should have waited on my ads. Should have added from down here. That's where I really would love to be long from. Not getting it. Not getting the bounce, y'all. candle green. There we go. There we go. Now, unfortunately, my cost basis is on top of the EMA where we rejected from, so the best we can get is kind of break even. Oh, pushing down further. Damn. All right, I'm scaling down, scaling down. Don't want to get this account popped here. All right, I added. Damn, terrible ad. Terrible ad. Busted. Damn it, TPT. I trusted you. Oh, that sucked. Got caught. There is the bounce. Shouldn't have added. Could have just held it. Look at that. I told you there was gonna be the bounce. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it was gonna bounce there. Now, I do have a MyFundedFutures, a little bit of work to do over here. Let's see how this goes. Look at the VIX rejecting now. Son of a bitch. Son of a VIX! Past two, failed one. Not a great average on the day. Decent. Idiot. Knife in the heart. It did bounce ultimately. I got a core flex that I'm working on. This is a builder, funded builder. That's cool. Let's see what kind of damage we can do over here on the funded builder. Now I think we got a $1,000, $1,500. Okay, UVXY pumping. Video not helping. MH falling further. Alright. Not gonna fuck around with a fucking micros it is.
Order filled.
Long 4 micros. I'm out of 2.
Order filled.
Other 2 are gonna be at stops and profit. Video not helping. $11 stopped out too soon. This will be a time for Flat. Really tempted to get a big old long in though. Watching the CBC on the 5-minute on Qs. We get above 681. That could be interesting. SPY is back testing its EMAs. All right, I'm in for 10. Nice entry. Out of 2, out of 3, out of 4, out of 5. On the EMA tap above. Let's get that CBC flip. Yes, thank you. NVIDIA, you want to participate here? Not participating. Oh, one more. 4 left. Out of 1 more. Man, we got a lag. Sorry about that, everybody. I like the push that I'm seeing. I like it very much. We got lots of EMAs above, though. NVIDIA's got to get into it. All right, I'm out of 1 more. Watching this. Look at the SMH. 524 area is going to be tough resistance. So that's why I was out of 1 more there. My stops are in profit. I entered in with a bunch of micros, so I would have this option of scaling out in profit. Out of 1 more. That's how you do it. As we push towards the high, I take out more and more. Now I've got 1 runner left. It's currently up from 12 to 26. It's up, 12 to 14 points. It's good for $30. This is a funded account. Just chasing with my stop. Just chasing with my stop. Love the 681 reclaim on Qs. Like that very much. 7260 on SPX on the watch there in the bottom right corner. 7260 hold would be very bullish for the rest of the day. And you know what? I'm actually going to move my stop down a little bit to see how that 7260 kind of like works itself out. Could be a little bit of initial resistance here, 7261 especially. If I start to see it really reject over there on the 5-minute, I will take my profit. Fixed, brushing, good to see it. Nobody's squawking at me. Don't squawk so close to me. Yeah, that 681.50-ish is going to be sticky, tricky for the Qs. There's a little bit of rejection. Stop is in. We do have EMA support below. If I get stopped out, I'll be tempted to re-enter. Watching the VIX put in quite a bottom, though. Meanwhile, let's go check out what's going on. I activated my TopStep funded account, which is cool. Not that I really want to trade it in this price action. This is kind of gross. We're like 30 points from all-time highs. Chopping? No thanks. That's just for evals. Although I guess I'm literally in a funded account over there. Fine. Qs look actually really strong with those EMAs as long as we hold here. Holding above 681 is going to be good for the Qs. Let's go for the Qs. Now I'm going to go find out what's going on at funded seat. Account challenged ETHs funded. Funded seat. Now, do I just go back to trade seat? Just be there? Is that it? Bumping our heads up there on that EMA at 681.40 on Qs. Nope, hasn't updated yet. Has not oh, wait, or has it? 62? Does my eval just sit up there? More rejection. Gross profit? Yeah. It's active. We active, baby. We active over here on Funded C. Trade C, Funded C. Let's get it. Okay, we're in the MNQs. This is a funded account. I'm gonna fuck about. Certainly not like we're doing over here. I'm seeing NVIDIA do a stupid thing. NVIDIA doesn't shake off that CBC flip. I'm gonna take this out. Oh, a little bit of a bottom wick off of an EMA. That's fun. That's fun. We're holding on the QQQ support that I thought we would hold at. That's very fun. $681.20s versus $681.40s. 102.13 on the oil, 36.57 on the UVXY. Interesting. I like the bounce that we just got there off of the EMA taps. 36.50, the MHP that we are above. So kind of be a no trade situation, honestly, if I was not already in the green trade. 5 minutes setting up as a doji over there on the QQQ. Definitely bumping its head. That NVIDIA candle is going to be the decision, I think. I like that little bounce off I see on the 1 minute over here. That little 1 minute boy over there. Look at that. Look at that. 1 minute just tested. We reclaimed and then tested the VWAP on 1 minute. Oh, that's gonna stop me out. Stop that. Not afraid to re-enter. 36.60 on the UVXY. That's kind of a risk-off situation. I like the bottom wick on the 1 minute on the SPY. Nope. Maybe down there at 723. Losing our cluster over here on the 5 minute. All right. That was fun, Mac Daddy. Let's back to the Daddy Mac. There we go. VIX is still crushing. See that gap up on the UVXY? Like, what the fuck was that? 2 minute cluster holding at 122. Just not a lot of upside up there with the VIX climbing and the oil climbing. I'm gonna be hands off from my guys. Green. Oh, I do like what I see on the UVXY though. We are still above that 36. Why is it that 36.65? That shit was at 36.50. What in the shit? 36.5. I was in the wrong spot that whole time. That's awesome. 36.50. Above MHP, above the 200 day on the VIX. Oh no, y'all. No. Like the market wants to push. All right. I'm gonna be right back. Oh, didn't take the trade. Market's getting the push off the EMA taps, and they're actually about to cross. I like the rejection top wick on the UVXY. We might launch to highs. Nope. Look at that oil bumping. I'm not going to short all-time highs in a funded account. Obviously, that worked out great and might take profit. Oil rejection. Very wicky over here. Okay, I see VIX Prime breaking down. I got long. Uh-oh. VIX Prime put in a bounce. Watch out. Watch out. It could be a trap. It's a trap. Trusting in the EMAs. We did lose them on the 5 on the QQQ, which makes the 2 on the NQ probably not that strong. We did not have an oil bounce there. Do not love this top wick that's forming over there on the 2-minute. Alright, add it on the EMA tap below. There's our EMAs right there. Holding on the 2-minute. Added one more on 7 micros here from the tippity top as oil puts in a little bit of a bounce. Oh boy. MA is not holding. The music just turned dark, everybody. Watch out. There's a good bottom wick. I love that. Love that off the EMAs. Come on, EMAs. Don't fail me now. I'd like to exit this trade as soon as we get green. Okay, stop is in. Look at that VIX rejection, but it's got so many EMAs below. What's gonna happen? Oh, my computer's starting to freak out. All right, I'm gonna close trade C for right now. The fans are kicking, guys. Watch out. Caution, caution flag. Fans are kicking. Fans are kicking. Oil rejected. I'm long again from 5. EMAs are starting to cross. God, I said caution, and then I just threw on along. I like the rejection on the VIX. Music's making me aggressive again. Green trade. Almost. I want this candle to stay green. Nope, gone red. UVXY is cooperating, but it is above MHP, which means that crazy shit can happen. Liking the bounce so far. Getting ready to get out of this. Nice pump. All out. All right, that was basically a flat trade again. Fix new low. Watch on for the UVXY bounce though. Oil not giving up the EMA or the 102. Might be trying though. EMAs. I'm in 3. Chasing this up. 250. Let's get above that wick. We'll test the shoulder up there. Not a 1. Just a D-risk. 36.53 on the UVXY. I'm going to be real cautious about a bounce from there. 102.10 on oil, 102.12 on oil. $36.53 on the UVXY. We get below that 36.50 and then 36.47 and this will fly up. But we are longing into the high, which is risky business. $121 would be my ad spot. Love to get back over 130. Oh man, this evil music is making me feel like it's a bad idea. Seeing volume on the VIX. There's 130. 31. Definitely bumping our head against resistance here. Again. $131. Definite resistance. Big candle. Hanging man, 2 minute. First EMA tap at 25. Second EMA tap, 21. See the VIX bounce, oil bounce. Tough for longs here. Last EMA tap. Like the bottom wick we got off of that. Let's get this trade green. Trying to push down. A little bit of a liquidity sweep. Finger is on the dump button. I like seeing this green candle, but if it turns red, I'm going to be very wary about holding much longer here. Get that candle green, please. Not gray, not red. It's red now. Watching for a huge rug pull on the market from up here. Fix the EMA test. Not sure how many contracts I get on this builder account. Oil's not breaking out. VIX is not breaking out. This is just a little bit of undulation of the market, I think. Okay, 15. CUVXY putting in the bottom off of the MHP sucks. Nice red candle on VIX Prime. Turn this candle green, please. EMAs are above. We got to get out of this position quick. Green. Still long two. This EMA tap is definitely tricky. All right, I'm out of one more. Last one is at break even. So far, so good. Leaving this runner on. Really nice bearish engulfing candle on the 5-minute VIX Prime. See if UVXY breaks through that 3650 and sends us to the tippity top. Yeah, I love it when it hits with the beat. Love it when the market moves to the music. Tells me that we are in a simulation. Now I know. Big red candle that we're fighting against, though. This is the 5 minute. 5-minute 9 is going to be tough to get above. Oh, didn't get stopped out. That's fun. VIX did get that bounce though. 121 is where the line is. Oil under 102. That's fun times. VIX is getting quite a bounce. UVXY, that is. It was oil back above 102. Nice, nice, nice. The music, the beat. Nice. I'll take my profit there. So oil just reclaimed 102 with a little bit of a bottom wick. We're fighting against big time sellers up there in the 130s, so I took my profit there, filled at 125.50. So up 83 on the funded account. $83. Big money, money on the fundy. Probably not going to engage with this market much more. I do have a couple of rapids down there waiting for me to get nasty. Now, if UVXY gets below 3650, I would chase along with size. Chase along with gusto. But holding 3650 so far tells me that we're probably not headed further. All-time highs at 1. Gotta keep in mind where we are. And let's keep in mind what we're drawing here. I love it. Oh, I love it. No. That is why there's not a lot of upside here on the 5-minute call. Whole thing is starting to lose steam. Prime hunting for lows here. Look at that oil breaking down. I like that. I'm chasing along there because of that. Oil gets below that 101.70, this is going to be a 101.50 test. Added. That's it. The music. Give it to the beat. The beat. Dude. I'm out of 3. Quick scalp. Scalp. $20 scalp. In the funded. It was quick. It was a quick scalp. Let's see what oil does off of that bounce. Look at that bounce on the VIX. Not a lot to do way up here at all-time highs. Well, bounced off its 101.70. The quarterly open, aka yesterday's open. And it's up. Tried to get below it a couple times today, but it's not sustainable. I used to see this push. Oil's below pivot. Oh man, do we go short? We short all-time highs? Oil's under the pivot. I want that head and shoulders to work out so much, but they have not been working out lately. Mixed prime, low of day. UVXY got the bounce. Yeah, it was a short. Was it a short? Girl. I would have taken my profit by now. This is such a narrow range. Because of the EMAs below, I would have taken this $20 trade again. Noting the EMA rejection and a little bit of a head and shoulders itself on the VIX. Oil reclaimed the pivot. Ah. Yeah, 101.80 on oil. Market doesn't seem to care at this moment. Let's go check out the Daddy Mac, the Mac Daddy. This is the Mac Daddy. Interesting bottoming look on the video. Off of a pivot. Watching the video really closely here for further upside. SMH riding its EMAs now after its initial sell-off. On the 5. Lots of top wicks. Definitely in resistance. Yeah, no confluence for me either direction. Not with NVIDIA bottoming. It's hard to really go short when NVIDIA's doing anything contrary. So, risky biscuits up here, y'all. Once again, we are just 20 points off of the high. What sweat index is starting to pick up though? That's nowhere. The video looks very bottomy here, guys. So I could be tempted to take a long. I'm watching UVXY. It's 36.53. Did put in a little bit of a hanging man off of its own EMAs. Like the QQQ 5-minute test of its EMAs. SPY is not really helping here. Again, we are now 20 points off the high. Not that far to go, but if NVIDIA starts participating, which it just did, we're going to get at least a little bit of a scalp out of it. Come on, 3 micros. Oh, NVIDIA teasing. Teasing with the bottoming look. It's not a bottom after all. Watching our EMAs. See if we hold up. Yeah. Suckered me in on the CBC flip. Added 1 on the EMA tap. Looks like we might want to push down here. Let's be cautious. NVIDIA, this is your chance to redeem yourself, NVIDIA. Fucking me over all week. Get that CBC going again, please, and thank you. There we go. Come on, buyers. Come on, buyers. $197.41 is the wall for NVIDIA to get over here. $197.41. Got to get over for NVIDIA. Sorry, now it's 42. Not helping. EMAs are holding. Nice bounce on SPY so far. Green on the trade. Not a 3. All in profit. Stop is at break even. Come on, 197.42 NVIDIA. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. Let's reverse it. Flip it and reverse it. There's NVIDIA. Come on now. Come on, buyers. Don't get scared at that 9 EMA. Don't get scared at the 9 EMA, buyers. Scared of that. There we go, NVIDIA. There we go, NVIDIA. That's the push we were waiting for. That's the push we were waiting for. Well, under 102. Good. Not reject immediately. Immediately, we're going to get stopped out. That's okay. Stop is in profit. It's a green trade. Oh, I like this push. Yes, thank you, NVIDIA. Finally with the CBC flip. Finally with the bottoming look. I'm just going to take my profit right there. We're at 40. All-time high is 52. I'm not getting greedy here, guys. I'm not getting greedy at all-time highs. NVIDIA's being a little biatch. We are, you know, look, QQQ 681.66. We're 30 cents away from the all-time high. We can't be too greedy. We can't be too greedy. Pigs get slaughtered, they say. I heard that recently. I don't totally know the context of that quote, but I'm sure it's powerful. Let's assume. Oil's under the 102. Let's go back to our Daddy Mac. Mac. Oh, look at the exit. Head and shoulder thesis still kind of stands. Still sort of stands. It could be a crooked head and shoulders. We can just go like a little bit of a... My exit was at 39 evens. So far, so good on that oil rejection. That's fun. UVXY still holding above MHP. Not great. Very sus. Means that any little bit of news that comes through will just rocket us to the downside. Watching the VIX on the 5-minute, this is a very interesting candle that's formed here at the bottom as it made a new low. Put in a real sus candle. What is going on down there, VIX? What is going on down there? Minute and a half left in this 5-minute candle. We're going to keep an eye on that for sure. Made a new low, but immediately put in what looks like a spinning top bottom. All right, we're in the 40s now. Up in the 40s. $43.50. Fix up. Mark it up. $47 seconds left on that VIX candle. Let's see where it goes. I could be tempted to short from here if that VIX candle starts doing fun stuff. 1731, the VIX. No, it did not. We are not shorting. $44's sticky here. New candle. Look at that new 5-minute candle with the top wick there. I'm short. Short from 44.25. Now, to stay short, I would need oil to hold its pivot that it's currently losing and the VIX to go more green than red. Currently, it's red. Short and all-time high. That's the high. Added. Top is in. Got out of one in profit. VIX is not going the direction we want. Oil did the thing. VIX looks like we're heading to the all-time high. Shorten the all-time highs. We break back over 40. I'm just going to take my profit. EMAs are providing support so far. Watching oil at the pivot. VIX got the bounce. Oil's holding pivot, losing pivot. Whoa, stopped out there. Yikes. Yikes. Back in short. That was a little bit of a scary jump up. Shortable in my opinion. Fix under MHP though. That was what I was waiting for to go long. All right, fine, I'm out. Green trades, but this VIX oil situation is no longer conducive to my short thesis. VIX breaking down. Fans are starting to kick up on the computer. What's going to happen? UVXY is below the MHP. This is where I wanted to go long. Oil below pivot. This is where I wanted to go long. Look at that 101.50 bounce on oil. I think this whole thing was a bull trap. Off the double top. GameStop. Thanks. Okay. Still nobody squawking. No, nothing for me to really act on. Got no news. Just watching the VIX slowly crush, oil slowly crush. It's going to take us to the high, probably. EMAs are holding to the upside. Oil is testing its pivot and an EMA above. This should be a really nice entry part for your long. Yep. Yeah, we're up against the highs again. Seem to be defeating the head and shoulders. Here's the high day. Oil 101.50. VIX under every pivot. 101.50 bounce on oil so far. All right, I got short at 148. Tight stop here because we break above the flat top and we're going to fly up. $101.50 held on oil. BXY put in a green candle there on the 2-minute. Not finding too many buyers up here, y'all. Shorten the all-time high. Stop is a break even. Just a reminder, the last time we had stop at break even off a top tick, we got lucky because we just shot straight up. But I'm loving the top wick that I see over there on the 5 minute. Oil rejected its pivot. Push under 40, that would give me a little bit more confidence here. There we go. Nice push. There's 41. No, not off the EMA bounce in the 40 reclaim. I think we're going higher, y'all. Let's just review what our rules are on these builder accounts over on MyFundedFutures. Oh, check out the head and shoulders starting to play out over there. All right, builder. Oh, do I still have the 15? Okay, it builds from there. Good to know. All right. Trading rules. No activation fee. Eval rules. Got it. Payout rules. 2-day minimum payout. No consistency. Funded rules. Oh, 50% consistent. Payout rules. Okay. 50% consistency. Max position of 4 contracts. Dang. With a 1K daily drawdown. Doesn't seem to be what the... I guess that 1K daily drawdown doesn't apply? I'm really confused. Yeah, we're going higher, y'all. Get the VIX rejection. Get the oil rejection for 101.50. We're heading up, guys. Going higher and higher. All-time highs. Uh-oh, I'm watching. I see you, oil. I see you. See you getting back over 101.50. You're making me want to short all-time highs again. You want me to want to get short against the all-time highs. Ooh, that was a good one. Shorten the all-time highs. I'm not, though. Not going short again. I think this is still a long. This is a funded account, y'all. I ain't shorting the all-time high in a funded. Only done it 4 times today. Okay, so we gotta get 2 days. Maximum of 2 every 2. Cool. There goes oil under the 101.50. You have to leave in 30 minutes at most. A 150 test for the oil watchers. There's the all-time high. Ish. Tapping against the highs. Oh, finding more resistance there as we reclaim 101.50 on oil. You're tempting me, y'all. You're tempting me to go short. Ah, this is the ES upper DD band. That's why. $101.55 reclaimed. Upper DD band on the ES. $72.91.50. Interesting. Do we short it? The oil reclaimed the 150 pivot. There's the high on it. Too high. Yes, not following. Eagle sleep. Eagle's dreaming again. He's dream barking. Go short. All right, I went short. Short off the failed breakout over the all-time high. That's the thesis. Oil above pivot, fix, facing below MHP could make it a play to go back for MHP. Oh, oil with a rejection. Basically, the stop out for this is a new all-time high. Like, 12-point risk, $24. Shorten the all-time highs. Green. What oil does at this 101.70 level. Okay. Kind of confirming at the pivot. Fixed bounce. Now testing the MHP. That was the thesis. Could easily reject from there. As support line plus an EMA. Oil is kind of rejecting from its EMA. Getting poppy here. Top wick on the UVXY, but it's on the wrong side of MHP. What does that mean? There's UVXY over MHP. Over the pivot. I added 150 is now my cost basis. Oil needs to bounce off the 101.70 test. Will it happen? No. XY seems to be confirming over MHP. Got my stop out. B. Look at the amount of volume on the UVXY that's coming in right here. Does that mean we're short squeezing up to the high, or are we going to reject again from the I'm betting on the rejection. Here comes the rejection. VIX is now making lows. Candle. Kind of back testing the breakout level here. Melting up. Confirmation over the high breakout. But look at the top wick. I added two more. UVXY under MHP. A devastating breakdown. Squeezed a little bit, guys. My full position. Of oil confirming above pivot. VIX is now crushing though. Yes, DD band right there. Watching oil over there do its thing. Now oil's not doing its thing. That's going to propel us higher. Nice push down. We're green. Taking most of it off. Break even. Still short 4. Out of one more. Oil pushing back to 102. If it rejects 102, that'll pump the market up again. 210 on oil. Out of one more. XY is back at MHP. And take one more off. Stopped out of the last one. All right, so that was about $100 loss. Relentless longs continue. 102 reclaimed on oil. Go to the Mac Daddy charts and see what that looks like. There's oil with the pullback. That's going to send the market up too. And some spiciness come in here. I jumped in short. Hands are picking up. Added one more. Got about 15 more minutes here, guys. Watching NVIDIA over there at the corner of my eye. Green on the trade. XY is over pivot. Oil is that rejection on the NVIDIA. Back at our entry. $90 holding on ES. Now we're green on the trade. Nice. I like the drop. CBC flips short on the 2-minute. Turned off. All right, I'm out of 4 out of 6. Now I'm out of 5 out of 6. These are all in profit. Shorting the all-time high is stressful, y'all. Fixed bounce. Oh, I just collected its 1-minute EMAs. $724 holding on SPY. Yes, 5 minutes trying to flip CBC bearish. SPY held the 724 level. Back around entry. I see NVIDIA breaking down. If it gets under 197, that would be very interesting. Watching the 197 on NVIDIA. Watching 682 to hold on the QQQ. It held. Very toppy though. NVIDIA is getting a bounce. $7,291.50. that CBC flipping on the SPY 1 minute. Video looks very bottomy. Yes, it's still holding below the DD band. 91, rejected. No follow through on the video yet. Yes, resisting against the DD band. Don't want to get too squeezed here. $291. One. $72.91 on the ES. $125. Video got a rejection candle. Oh, there's the squeeze. Watch out, y'all. Watch out. I added a couple more on the pop-up. Okay, now we're green on the trade. That seems like a rejection from DD. 72.91.50. Starting to break DD on ES. This is the squeeze scenario. Watch out, everybody. UVXY is plunging. Oil 102 test. Getting ready to scale out of some here. Out of all but one. In profit. Stop is at break even. Computer is lagging. What can I quit? Not that. Like the top wick on the 5 minute. 682.59. Look at that CBC flip on the 1 minute on SPY. I think it's going up. I think we're going higher. UVXY broke below MHP. All-time high on SPY. We're stopped out. Beating that evening star on the 5 minute. Vixen free fall. All right, 2:15. It's about time for me to skedaddle, everybody. Thank you for joining me today on Trading for All Audiences. Video busting up above. Finally participating. I just got short 2 mega backpacks. Watching VIX bottoming. Oil bottoming. Make it up to 4 of these. Squeezed up, shorted it. Yeah, that's my max size there. 295. Very close to entry there on the pullback. Pull it back. Let's pull it back. There it is. Got the pullback. I was shorting all-time highs with a full port. That's how we short the all-time high. And with that, as my P&L reaches the high of the day, and the short is working out. Look at the UVXY. Look at everybody else dumping. It was the perfect entry, but I'm not going to hold it. Shorten the all-time highs. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me on Trading Polar Audiences. I hope you enjoyed yourself. We are up $144.68 in this funded account. Haven't touched any of my other fundeds today. This price action is garbage. It's not worth playing against. This was only for entertainment purposes, not financial advice. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hope you have a lovely day. I love you. Goodbye.